Okay, it says we're live.
And we're live. Hello, ladies. How are you? Everybody thought,
Oh no, you're going robotic.
see what our leg is. No.
Well, now you're okay.
So,
See, it's good. It
yeah, I'm
has
not
to, you
talking.
weren't like that on my channel last week. So it has to be something with either your internet or
Probably.
your connection. Not your internet, but your connection.
Hmm.
Oh, the dog's going to bark now because somebody just came in the door. They're going, they're going nuts. So, well, no
Hello.
one's in the chat yet.
No, I see that. Are we on yet? I don't even see me on Facebook
Yeah, we're
or
live.
on
It says we've been live for a
YouTube.
minute.
Oh,
See up in the corner?
yeah. I'm
Oh,
trying to get my Facebook or YouTube on my phone.
there's
And it's
Sandy.
saying,
And
"Hi, Sandy.
is it Kama? Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kelly. If you're out there.
Hi, Ruth.
Huh.
Hi,
Hey,
Lorraine.
Ruth. Huh. Why can't I get it? This is the show.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to see if I can get YouTube on my phone, but maybe I can't. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen. Hi, Diana. Hi,
Hey, Miss
is it?
Diana.
Oh, Miss Liz.
There we are. Okay. Wow. We're going to do a little of everything, kind of show you. If you girls have any questions of anything that you don't know how to do or need help on, just throw it in the chat and we'll see if we can help you. Especially you new girls. Don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah, it's more geared toward like new crafters and that, or stuff that they haven't done yet, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember some of the words and some of the terminology that I didn't know what it was when I first got into the journaling.
Oh, I didn't know what anything was.
Well, that's just it. Yeah, just trying to do the basic as we create and kind of show you.
Oh, Elizabeth. Okay. Well, hello, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Welcome.
Is everybody staying nice and warm? Of course, some of them you are warm. I think we're in the 20s tonight.
Yeah,
This
we're
weekend
only
will be
right
below
now,
zero.
we're at 27. We're not supposed to start the
Mm.
below zero, I think, until either Thursday night or Friday night. Hey, Heidi.
Yeah.
Hi, Jean.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Jean.
Yeah, Marty's
All right.
roaming around.
I might as well just
Jean's
jump into it. All right, I'm going to put it on Maggie, and she's going to show you what she's going to be doing. Why can't I? Oh, so low.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Look
So
at that
I use
goodie.
I use the hot glue gun a lot. So my tips or tricks or whatever are going to be um, geared around the hot glue gun. And I took out a few appliques to show you how you can cut them down. Like I like this applique. I never use a whole applique. I always cut them down, even if I'm going to use the whole thing on a journal page or a fabric book cover or whatever. I still cut it down and then work it to fit how I want it to be on the page. Hey, Rel. And then
Figure out.
what else do I have? I have a couple of laces and trims here to show you how you can get more out of certain ones than just how they are. And then I took out some flower trim by the yard, and I can show you how to make some different flowers with them to make the trim go a little farther. So that's what I'll do tonight. So you can put it on you, show them what you're going to do.
All right. I'm going to show you a little of, I was making some cabinet cards. I use a Grand Caliber Spellbinders die cut. So I am going to show you how you can use other things on your desk. If you don't have the die cuts and you don't want to get you don't have to go get another machine, because literally that's probably been sitting there for a year and I haven't touched it. But we could create some of these with, like I said, other things on your desk, and just different, like I'll show you how to make just a little book out of this with a spine, just little things that we kind of take for granted, I guess. So we'll be kind of doing our own thing. Please ask any questions and we'll zoom in, or we'll go to one or the other if you want to see something closer. And yeah, we're just going to try to, and like I said, we encourage questions. If you don't know what a term is, pamphlet stitch, sewing in the signatures, any of that, especially for you new ladies. So I'm going to put it on both of us as we craft. Feel free to, like I said, ask away. I am going to start with, I will give you measurements. 5.5 by 3 1/4 piece of paper first. And I'm just going to ink it. And you can go ahead, Mag. I'm just going to ink this. I'm going to ink a couple of them up.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do something really easy first. Let me get some of these. Just move them out of the way. All right. So we'll take a couple of trims.
While Maggie's doing that, I'm just going to get like 5 of these ready, just so you know. I'm not starting without you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So a couple of these I took out are going to be really obvious. Like this is a trim by the yard, this here. And you could use it across. So you wanted to add something across the bottom of a journal page. You could use it like that by the yard, but you can also just cut them. There's my scissors. You can just cut them and then use them separately. So there's a piece right there. Okay, that's the right side. So there's a piece, and then you can add to it. I'll show you again what you could do with it. If I didn't have this trim down here, I could have taken this and put it under there. And then added another small flower here, stuff like that. And it's the same with this one. So instead of using it by the yard, and then see it has the 3 flowers in between. So you can't always get it the way, so that it's the same on both sides. So what I usually do if I'm going to use just a single piece, I'll just take off these flowers, or at least I'll just leave the one on here, because that you can always do. So there's just the one flower on this side, and then I'll just make sure that it's the same way. Okay, it has those 3 little, okay. So I want to take these off and just leave that other one. And then it'll be the same. Like that. So those were 2 really easy ones. The next one's The next one's going to be easy too. I only do easy. All right, so
It's
this
okay,
one
you like
here.
easy.
Okay, this one here, I wouldn't use it. I don't think I would use it like this unless I was going to use it on a spine. Then I might leave it like this. But what I would do is, I'm not going to do it all because I may end up wanting to use part of it. But I just cut right down the middle. Nothing's going to come apart. And then you automatically have two trims in one. And then I would just use one row of it like that. So you just have to really look at your laces and your trims and just see what you can do with them. I keep forgetting to look up. I am easy, aren't I, Heidi?
Hi, Judy and Laurie and everybody
Hi,
else
Judy.
that just snuck in here.
I said hi to Laurie.
Heidi.
I think that's the only one I missed was Judy. So, okay, so there's that trim. I'm just moving those over. Now this one, this is an embroidered trim or lace. I love this one. And
It's pretty.
there's a couple things you can do with this too. Say you were doing a journal cover and you wanted to cover, no, I guess I'll just try to keep using this even though I already did the cover. But just say this, all as I had here on was the fabric. So if I wanted to say, say I wanted to use these three flowers like this, what I would do is,
Hi, Nanette.
hi, Annette, I would trim, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see what the rest of it, okay. All right, so what I'd probably do is cut it here.
Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diane. How you doing? Hi, Nanette. Okay, so you have this wide trim here. And if you didn't want to use it all because of how wide it is, let me move this out of the way now, then you can cut it at the top part, which I'll do. Put this to the side. And you can use this netting. It's really soft and it's very pliable. And you can use this behind, if you're making clusters or snippets or anything like that, or you're just layering. You can take that. Okay. I would go down like this only because I'm going to fussy cut those flowers. Okay. So see, now I have a nice size piece that I can cut up as I go along. So that's going in my snippet bin. All right.
Hi,
So
Cindy.
now I would take this flower here and cut this away from this flower.
Hey, Beth K.
Hey, Beth. Are you
Popped in,
working?
too. And Marta. Hello.
Hi, Marta. All right. So I'm going to, I don't want this here, so I'm going to fussy cut around that. And these almost, you can call them appliques. They almost become appliques once you start cutting them up. And you don't have to be precise because once you glue them down, you're not going to really see much. But I just try to get as close as I can to the flower. So there's one flower. Hey, Cindy Lou. Okay. And then this one, I would I would cut this other flower because this is kind of long and you're going to want it to be able to fit around your image. So let me go around. Let's see, cut this quick. I'm almost done, Lori. This is my last one.
Oh, you're
And
fine.
you can show them what you're doing. Okay, so there's another flower. Okay, this I would possibly leave it like it is. I wouldn't have to cut it down anymore. So you could, I mean, you're gonna have to fussy cut, but you could have it like that. That would fit. Or if you wanted to go around the top to the bottom, just angle it a little bit. Now, once you cut this off, you'd be able to see the rest of the image underneath it if you want to. So this I would leave intact. And now I'm just gonna, like I said, you don't have to go right to the edge of each petal or whatever you want to call it. But I like to get a little on the close side. So then you just go around like that. There's no, and I guess I should tell you, there's no hand embroidery on there. So you don't have to worry about, snipping anything off. You can just go for it. The next thing I show you, I'll do the appliques, and then I'll show you what you have to do for certain appliques depending on if they're hand beaded or sequin or whatever. That I'll show. Okay, so that's fussy cut enough. You still get to see all the swirls and all that. So you could actually, it would probably look better on this side going like this, but you could do it on the other side too. And you just go from one corner, and then I would possibly, because this wouldn't be here, so I would take these. I might put this one, overlap it a little bit. I wouldn't use the fourth one because you always, well, you want to try to always, whenever you're doing something, have it in threes, because for some reason, odd numbers of things are just more appealing to the eye. So here I have the 3 flowers. And if you'll notice in the cover, I didn't practice what I just preached. I have 2 flowers here, but I will be putting a 3rd flower probably. Like I'm trying to find a much smaller one, and I'll either put it here or I'll put it up here. So there'll be 3 flowers here. I did have 3 flowers, but I put the 3rd one on the back of the cover. Yeah. Okay, so all right, Laurie, you can put on you and take over.
I'm just going to leave
Try to keep up with chat.
Okay, I will go on me, just so you can see. All right. I'm working on the cabinet cards. Am I blurry? I am. There we go.
No, not well. You don't have your autofocus on, do you?
No.
Okay, then you're all right.
No. Okay, so if you don't have a die cut,
thanks, Bill.
You can use a.
Hi, Susie.
I mean, you can even use these are plastic containers. Let's see. All you have to do, we'll just trace. I mean, you don't have to go buy anything. I'm just going to use a stylus and just do the indent around it so I don't have to worry about a pencil mark. Now I am using cardstock. It's like a watercolor pad. I bought it at a discount store, and it is really nice thick paper. And so I have the cutout there.
When you get a chance, read Jane Beth's comment to you. And hello, Jane Beth. Welcome.
Well, thank you very, very much. That was very sweet. Thank you, honey. I'm trying. And then you just cut it out. And ink it up.
So that's what you're doing is if they don't have die cuts, right?
Right. And this was just a plastic container I had.
Okay.
And then you can ink up the inside and then take some is Lorna's, some is Artie Mae's, just some of my digitals or pictures, and just kind of get one, the right size. That little boy looks cute. And there you go. You can also use say you have a stamp of a shape or a anything. I mean, a shape like label, trace it on the cardstock. Hi, Gigi.
Hi, Gigi.
Trace it on cardstock, and then again, these are cardstock 3x5s, all different sizes, and you just trace it out and cut it. The cutting is probably the most, the biggest pain. But, just trace around if you want it to get a little fancy. And then I take my stamps and just stamp the bottom. Especially if you don't have access to cabinet cards, you can use photos. I've made some with my own family and made cabinet cards out of them.
Hi, Libby.
Hi, Miss Libby. Did I miss anybody else?
Laurel says she needs some of your people. They're not scary.
These were Lorna's. Isn't she lovely? And Artie Mae's, her Victorian females, I think. It was an old set. And
yeah, I have Lorna's, and I think I have Andrea's, but I'm not. I know I have some of her images, but I'm not sure if it's that particular one.
Now, I do not fussy cut like Laurel.
Oh, nobody fussy cuts like Laurel.
I'm just kind of giving, because I don't want anybody to miss out and feel bad because you don't have cabinet cards or, wait, really on that one. I mean, there's always, especially stamps. Look at your stamps and really look at the shape, because you can stamp them out on cardstock and then that can be your template. Or if you have a template from something else, you can trace that part onto a cardstock and make your cabinet cards. And we'll say we can let's stick a longer one in there. A pretty woman, and then just trim that.
Oh, that's pretty.
Trim that down to size. So you can really, and you can do, like I have the egg holder, you can trace the round one if you want to make little ones, because I had some little ones that I did somewhere. The little ones are cute too. And you could put roses on. You don't have to put people. You could put flowers, birds. You can do whatever you want. We have no rules. Where'd my little one go? Oh, here's a little one. I think I kind of like the little ones.
Yeah, I like that. I like that shape.
Yeah. So that's the way you can make different or you can make your own cabinet cards with just things on your desk. And I'm going to put it on, we'll put it on both of us. So Maggie, if she's doing, you're still cutting, I'm just going to show you, and you should be able to see, I'll lift it up, how to make a spine for if you want to just make a little book. Again, this is, yeah, Laurel, you can fold paper and make your own shapes as well, use as templates. So, just how I've had some questions on how to do a not a signature, a what am I trying to say? Cover, I guess. Are you there, Mags? It's quiet.
Yeah, I'm watching you.
Oh, okay. Let me get something a little darker under here. All right, so I'm just going to get another piece of cardstock and this is the easiest. Put it in between, leave a little gap. See the brown coming through of the gap I'm leaving? I'm going to lift it up. Everybody, can you see that, Meg?
Yep.
Okay. And then the easiest part is you can use tape. You can use, oh, let's see, what could we use? I wouldn't suggest washi tape because that's going to come out unless, right, you know what? I'm going to use washi tape just for, because it's what I grab, but I'm going to put glue down. I'm going to put glue down on the cover, the spine, and the cover. And I'm going to end up covering it in fabric anyway, so just so you can see it. So you put that down. These are really good for even like a little school project. I'll show my grandson and we'll just whip up a book. And then you lift it up. Oop. Get a little closer. And you see the space I got. You can see the tape. And I'm just going to fold it over. And then I can cover it in fabric or anything. But there's your little spine book. And that's how
that would hold a couple of signatures too.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what you can really do these with is playing cards. Did you ever do that, Meg?
What's that?
Make a book out of the playing cards?
No.
Oh, well, let's see. Got one. Oh, I got Santa Claus. So Santa Claus it is. It's the same thing. You just take 2 cards and
Oh, that would be a good size to put in a pocket or a tuck spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This one was a real good. This was a vintage playing deck, and it came like these. And the same thing. You're just gonna. I'm not gonna put a card up. I'll put up a piece of cardstock. You can make these any size, and they are the cutest books to go inside a journal. Now, if you make the spine a little thinner, then they're better to go inside the journal because it's not so thick.
Laurel said that would be a good project one week, Laurie.
The little cards?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. What to do with cards? We have tons of them. I'll just do strip glue.
I never use playing cards. I have some, but I just never use them.
Well, sometimes they're just so. I have vintage ones. I'm afraid. No, you got to use them. And then if this is so thick, I can probably just go over both of them. And like I said, don't just use the washi tape. It's not going to stick. I'm just doing this for quickness. And then it's just a cute little book. It's perfect, actually.
Yeah. Yep. Just put some
So,
paper in there.
yeah, cover it up. Fabric, you can sew on it. But yeah, anything that, you know, you can make a book on anything practically.
Oh, Laurel said no,
Yeah.
making a journal with them. Making a little journal with them.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah, that would be a good size little
We can,
journal.
yeah, using actually, yeah, that would be a nice insert of pages. Let's go to both of us. I'm just playing around. Do we have any questions? Do you want to see anything? So we have different kind of books. Maggie's cutting away.
Well, I figured I'd do a couple of appliques next. So I took out some appliques.
Let's see. I don't know what else I can do with these cards. Do I do?
This is just a flower applique. I'll hold it up. That's just a this.
Oh, that's pretty.
And you can see this will be easy. There's one flower in the leaves. There's another flower with the leaves, and then you could just use this for extra leaves if you wanted to layer. And this has this is double. This is a double. So looking on the back, the sequins are hand sewn there. So if I needed to cut through, which I don't, I'd have to glue this. But because I don't, I'm just gonna cut it to show you. And I think I want to leave. All right, I think I want to leave the leaves on this one because it's pretty large. So let's just cut it there.
Let's see what other tips we can give you. I'm trying to think.
All right. So here's one flower with the leaves. Now, depending on what I was using it for, if I was going to put it on a journal cover or whatever, depending on what else I was going to put around it, I might cut those off. You can do that. You can cut whatever you want off or leave them on. And then for this one, I have to look on the side. Okay, I don't have to glue anything down in this one either. So let's see. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a long stem on there. And I'm just going to take that apart. Okay. It doesn't really need to be anymore.
I forget. I keep going on a frame there.
So this one, I'd probably leave it as it is. And then you have these extra leaves that if you were layering, I might want to add more leaves to this, or I might want to add some like behind it, like there. This was an easy one. Okay. This one that has a lot of sequins, it has some pearls, and it has seed beads. So if you look at the back of this, I'll take my glasses off so I can make sure. I need to make sure that they're not hand sewed with the same thread, and I just can't see it. It doesn't look like it though. Although there is some sewing there. I think to be on the safe side, I'm going to glue. Now this I would never use as it is. I'd probably I would cut around this one. Well, let's do that first. All right, so I'm going to check on the back. I'm going to cut through here, and then I'm going to cut through there. So and I use hot glue because it's quick, and I also use a spatula.
Oh, I love my spatula.
I'm going to use this little one because I'm using it on the applique. So let me look again. All right, so I'm going to cut these apart. So what I'm going to do is, and you don't have to add a lot of glue, but you want to have a little bit on each of the leaves. Okay, so I'm going to add that, and then I'm just going to press down with and I just lift it up quick. Don't try to move it around. You just want to lift it up quick and see. You almost can't even tell. So you're not going to get globs of glue when you do cut it apart and go to use it. You're not going to see that glue. So let's cut that first. And I cut from the front so I know exactly where I'm going, like in between these two flowers. Okay. Right now, the only thing I need to do is on this side, I need to glue the back of that between the flower and that leaf, because that's where I'm going to cut it off. So I put a little there. Okay. Let's cut that. All right, so there we have this piece here. And then I'd cut as close as I could, but I wouldn't go too close because those, I think they are hand stitched on there. So you don't want to cut into them because then you're either going to lose some seed beads or some of the sequins. I can't read the chat. I took my glasses off, so I can't read.
Yeah.
But if you're keeping an eye, so they're not asking anything.
Oh no, nothing.
Okay.
I'm just making a little journal now out of this little card thing.
Of course you are. Okay. So there's one applique. And this is just another way too of getting more out of your appliques is instead of one big applique, you could have, 3 or 4 smaller ones. All right, I'm going to go around just so I'm not working with a lot of netting. And then I would just cut it closer when I was done cutting them apart.
I'll try to use a piece of applique with my spatula. See, I'm afraid to cut it like Maggie does.
Well, what's the worst that happens? A bead or something falls off, you just glue it back on, really.
I know.
If you cut it in the wrong place, a lot of them could fall off.
Oh, okay, and there you have it.
All right, so I would take this flower out of it too, so that you have this flower, and then you'd have the little flower and the leaves. So I would just glue wherever it's attached, or you see a thread, and see there's a thread going between this flower and that flower. I don't know if I'm too close or, but there's a thread there. Okay, and then I'm going to glue here where it's attached and just right there where it's attached. So let me do that quickly. All right, where did I say? Okay, so right here. So like I'm going to go from one flower to the other with just a little, because that's all it is one little thread.
Oh, it's too big.
And then I'm going to go in between these two flowers.
Thank you, Diana. Let's see.
Okay.
What else do I got on my desk? I'm just using things on my desk, girls.
And then one more right here where the flower meets the leaf, right there. Yeah, so the good thing about using hot glue is you don't have to wait for the glue to dry if you used art glitter glue or Fabri-Tac. I mean, because you can use those, but I usually want to like use it right away when I'm doing this. So, all right. So now I can just confidently cut this flower. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Diana. She's been taking care of her brother. He's been in the hospital from an accident.
Oh, I hope he's okay, Diana. Okay, so there's a second applique. And then I still have this big piece here. I'm not going to do anything else to this right now because I don't know how I'm going to use it. And this is, I've never used this color before. I don't think I've ever used this color before.
What's it, silver, gray?
It's kind of like, it's not real. It's close to like a lime green, but it's not as, I guess, not as bright as a lime green. I like the color. I've just never used it. So depending on what I'm going to end up using it for, I'd probably see there's 3 little flowers here. I'd probably cut and keep those 3 little flowers together. And then there's 3 more here you could cut. And then you could cut these 3 leaves individually. And then, like I say, you can stack them underneath or whatever. But just, you've seen enough of this one. So, there's 3 pieces I got out of that one applique, but I'd get 4, 5. I'd leave this. So, and then take those 3 leaves off too. All right. So I got potentially 5 pieces out of that one applique. Now this one, all hand, it's all hand beaded. You can see all the threads. So this one, you'd really have to be careful. What I usually do is like all these little flowers, these little ones here, there's a seed in the middle of each one. And that's where the thread is. It's going from one of those seed beads to the next. So what I would do is take those 2 little flowers, and before I even cut it up, I would just add a little bit to where the threads meet and just tack it down so that if I ended up cutting in the wrong place, at least I wouldn't lose the beads.
Oh.
Okay. And then, let's see. This is a really large applique. I would, not that I'll do it tonight. I'll just show you just where I showed you what I would do
Mhm.
to make sure that none of the beads come out. Okay, I think that's the last little flower. I forget what I was going to say now.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
sometimes
I
the
don't
big
know.
ones are
There's a lot of threads.
intimidating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of threads, but I'm trying to see why there are. Oh, okay. There's white sequins that you really have to look close, and that's why there's so many threads, because of the sequins. And then look at all the seed beads in this little one here. So you've got you've got all these threads. So yeah, I'll just show you if what I
Hi,
would
Penny.
cut. Hi, Penny. So I would cut this. I would cut this off here, first of all, and that gives me a flower. I could cut away these here and take the flower and put it on top, closer to the, whatever you want to call these. I don't even know, the swirls, I guess. And then you're left with this flower, because this only has two large flowers. So once I cut through these, then I would just start cutting away what I don't want or what I may not use on one particular piece, and either save the others for another project, or like I said, I could cut around this whole flower and then take this long piece here and start layering the flowers on top. And then it becomes a more, it's smaller and it's more workable onto a journal cover or whatever. Okay, so that's the appliques. So what do you got there, Lori?
I'm making a little journal. This is the card one. I just covered it up.
Hi, Rain.
And then this is the cover. And then the back. And hi, Rain. And now I'm just making the signatures. I'm just covering up the cards, but this would probably be a good place to do probably gesso, maybe either the white one or the clear, because they're shiny and slippery, unless you're gonna cover them with fabric. Probably, yeah, I'm not sure. What could we cover them with?
You could put it just on you again, so they could see up closer.
All right. I froze. Come here. Let's see. We got Santa, and he's awful slippery. Slippery Santa. So we're gonna do.
You could grunge up the cards too, right? And alter them, cover them.
Yeah, that's why I think the gesso would help.
Yeah.
Scruff them up, and then looking around, I could just do regular paper, but which I might do just to continue on here. Last night, girls, I made the worst dinner ever. Even my son wanted to go get a pizza. Me and my grandson went nuts with we made pork chops and a gravy, roasted potatoes. I don't know what we were thinking. We weren't thinking. We just went nuts with the thyme and the rosemary and the parsley and the herbs. They were horrible. They're very, very overpowering. So he learned a lesson, even though he blamed me. Well, Grandma did it. It wasn't very good, I have to say. The thyme really took over everything. So yeah, I just covered it in paper. And we'll just trim it. But this is something, if you get stuck and you just have some cards, you can just whip up a journal and try different things out.
Yeah, you can just whip it up like Laurie does.
Just whip it up. And then you have 2 little signatures in there. I'll have them sticking out.
TG.
She's probably got to go cook. So you have 2 little or 2 little signatures. You can use it as an inspiration book.
Nice.
Little note. Books that we got them.
Start taking notes on what we're going to do so we remember.
Yeah, but then we can't find the books.
Right? That wouldn't surprise me either if I couldn't find the book.
Let's use some of my pretty stuff. We'll use this and then I'll
thanks,
put it
Elizabeth. Sorry, I forgot to look at chat. Thank you.
Is anybody working on anything that's outside of their comfort zone? Or wanting to try something outside their comfort zone?
I don't always like being out of my comfort zone, but it's nice to do something like that, just like as a challenge, because it challenges you. Laurel, you?
Yeah.
Laurel said she's working out of her comfort zone. No, I don't think you are.
Heidi, you're working on life. Yeah, tell me about it. I'm just inking it up. And then I got some pretty paper. Actually, I'm going to round these corners.
That's another thing I forget to use a lot is the corner punch. Yeah. I don't know why it's sitting right here on the table, but I still forget to use it.
Oh, that's what I'm going to have to do. I will go get some of my pastes and I'll do a little steampunk. I'm working on a project with my grandson for his school.
Steampunk?
Yeah, we did some die cuts of the gears and cogs and all them. And I just want to show you how the different paste and stuff.
Hi, Renee.
Really has a cool effect on them. So when you let me know when you have something to show them, and then I will go to you and go run and get them.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'll start making some flowers.
You're making flowers?
No, I'll make flowers. That's the last little tip or trick. Not a trick, but last little tip. I like that paper.
I am having a squirrel moment, Heidi. Because I got too many projects started. Oh my goodness. And then my grandson wants to be Elvis. He wants the Elvis birthday party. So naturally, Grandma said, I'll get you the costume. Well, I ordered him the costume with the cape and the jumps. well, it just has pretend sequences on the big ego and everything. So Grandma ordered sequences, and I think there's like 2,500. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to lift it. I was like, oh, they're tiny, but oh my goodness. So that's gonna. Luckily, his party's not until March. But he was so excited to see his little face. So, Grandma do what Grandma has to do. It will be cute.
Oh, he's going to look adorable in that.
Yeah, he is. And then we're singing karaoke and we're practicing songs. And
Is he practicing Elvis songs?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah,
you gotta take a little video.
Yeah. And we're having the party here at my house, so that'll give.
When's his birthday?
St. Joseph's Day, March 19th.
Oh, okay.
And that's what he was named, Joseph. Yeah.
How do you want you to be her grandmother?
You want an Elvis costume, honey? I found out one of my nieces is having a little boy, and my other one's having a little girl. Oh my goodness! I'm going to be doing lots of journals. Alrighty, so there's the signatures for this little book. Isn't that cute?
Now, are you gonna like machine sew the signatures in there?
Nope, I'm going to actually do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch right into the spine.
Oh, okay.
Yep. But it's kind of very wet because I have a lot of glue, but that's a perfect little book.
It is. I like that. It's a good size too.
It really is. It's a, let me measure because I got to practice. 3.5 by 2.5.
2.5?
Yeah, my job description at work requires me to measure a little more, so I got to practice.
Oh.
All righty, let's see. So put that aside.
So what were you going to get?
I'm going to put it on you, and I'm going to go get my steampunk stuff.
Oh, okay.
Back to Maggie. Nope, there she is.
Okay. All right, so I took out some flower trims by the yard, and I'm going to make some flowers. I know this is mainly for anybody that's new to crafting, or because I know I've done this before, but anyway, let's see. Let me start off with this one as a base. So these trims here, the flowers are already there. All you have to do is cut them out. I'm going to leave these little squiggly things on there too, just for a little added interest. Let's see. I am Renee. Well, I'm not really crafting. We're kind of just trying to show you how to do some things that some of you might not know how to do, especially if you're like new to crafting. All right, so here's one, and then I'm just going to pick another flower for layering. Not that one. Let me see the size of this one. This might be a good one to put on this. I like to layer 2 or 3. All right, so let's cut this one. I mean, depending on how big the flowers are, you could get 20 or 30. Well, maybe not 30, but you could get a good like 10, 15, 20 to a yard. All right, so there's another one. So I'm going to put that on top. I'm not going to glue it down though till I'm ready. So there's that one. Let me see if I have a smaller one. That's not really smaller. All right, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something different with this one. So this one here, I'm going to cut out the center. If I can. Might need different scissors for this. There we go. All right. You're hungry, Heidi. Go get a snack. I'm like always hungry at night. That's why when we're crafting like this, it's good because then I'm not sitting here eating. Okay. Just trying to get this middle part out here. All right, almost. One more snip. Okay, so now I can use this for a different flower, but I wanted to put this in the middle. And then I could either take one of these, although that's going to hide it. This isn't as big as I thought it would be. All right, I know what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm going to glue these three down. So one of the tips is if you just put a little glue in the center, okay, and then you set this down. What do they call it? Kitty corner. And what I do is I take the tip and I go straight down, and just kind of go around it like that. Okay, and see how that brought it up? It makes it more, well, maybe you can't. It makes it more dimensional. See how much more dimensional it is? So all you want to do is go around in the middle. You could take something else too, like this. This will do it when the glue is hot. And then I'm just going to glue this because the color on this will help too. Whoop, that's the right side. All right, so just a little in the middle. I'm going to do that again.
Oh, man.
So okay, and then see, it becomes a little more dimensional. Excuse me. Okay, and then I have some little, let's see, I can use little flowers. I have some little clay flowers. Yeah, let's just do a clay flower right there.
Oh, damn it. Ooh.
What'd you do?
Oops. Oh, I'm not muted?
No.
Oops.
All right.
Ooh, could have been worse.
Right in the middle. And you just want to press it down. Okay, and there you have just a little flower. I always make a bunch of these ahead of time and use them on journal covers or in fabric books, on doily books. So there's one. All right, so let's see. Let's take one of these, because I want to use this now. So we'll start off with this. Although I should probably start off with the one I just did too, because that will give a firm base on the bottom. that's the correct side. So this will go on top of that. And see, you could even leave that because that would work. But
Hi, Renee.
I'm going to use another one of these just to give it a firmer base on the bottom. I don't think I can get this trim anymore. So once these are gone, I'll have to look for another one that's like this. Unless Esme can find it. Okay. All right, so we have that, and then we have this to go on top and that. So I'm just going to glue this down. Just a little bit in the center. Oop. Okay, and then here's, okay. And then I'm just going to go around a little bit around the center. This I'm going to have to use, no, just.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie. All right. So, I mean, you could leave it, if you needed a really flat one, you could just leave it like that, but I want to put something in the middle. So I think maybe, yeah, let's put one of these in there. Right, so I'm just going to cut this ribbon down so you can't see it. Okay. And then just put a little bit in the middle of there. And you just really want to press enough to get the glue into the fibers on both layers, and then you don't ever have to worry about them coming apart. All right, so there's that one. Just very simple. They're quick to make. They're simple to make. Let's see if I can. I was thinking of maybe, nope, that's not going to work because that's not really shaped. It's not really shaped right. There's one of those little ones. I could cut this one, and you could put that in the middle. There's all kinds of things you can do. It's just
Endless.
Whatever your imagination can come up with. Right, Laurie?
Yep.
You can even use these too as like I would probably cut this off and then use this. Let's see. Although I don't think the white's going to do any good, but and layer them down too. Although the white's not bad, but I would definitely cut this. And actually, I'm going to cut it off anyway. I know I'm not going to use that. Okay, so you have that. All right, let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that happens is I take it back apart.
Right. I'll be fixed. I cannot believe everything I've touched is dried out.
Really?
Yeah, and they're sealed. I mean, they're not sealed. They're used and then resealed, but getting a little ticked off here.
All Right, so again, just in the middle. Just for something different.
By the time you come back, I might be high because some of these fumes are wow.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, I'm gonna cut. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna cut this little flower up. I already glued it down, so I don't have to worry about the seed bead coming off. I hope I'm not boring anybody.
We're learning.
Okay, and then put that there. So depending on what your project is or the colors that you're using, okay. So it's just a different variation of a flower. Okay, now you can put it on you or the both of us, or however you want to do it, so we can see what you're doing.
Alrighty. I'm making a mess right now. Whew.
I think I'm just going to make a few more flowers because I'm down to just a few.
Okay.
So I like to have a bunch of them ready.
All right, I'm in the steampunk. We made all these. We made 30. We're doing Valentine's, so these are bookmarks. They're embossed. I had Joey emboss them, like bookmarkers. And then I had the die cuts with all these cogs and a whole bag of them. So now I got all these nice metallic gilding polishes that are all dried up. Well, that one's pretty much gone. So Laurel or anybody, what rehydrates these? Is it water or is it the glycerin? What does the metallics polish these ones?
Yeah, I have glycerin, Laurel says. I was going to say she's got a lot of mixed media stuff like that. She says glycerin.
I have to get some because that's. So I'm just kind of and all my paint's dried up. These I'm just squirting water in them, and just kind of making them look a little bronzy and I'm just going to kind of attach them, like overlap them, since we gotta make 30 of them, like maybe something like that. Oh,
She said pour it on and add water. I would use distilled water so it doesn't mold.
Okay. I have to rehydrate them tomorrow. And something like this. And then, I'll cut the rest off. But what I was showing is just how to color these. Let's see. I got some white one. And a green one. Because they take the different colors, take the different paints. So I got some of this aqua, kind of like dry paint or dry brushing it so it's not so wet. And a little of the green. Just kind of playing. It's kind of nice not having any pressure. Just kind of doing what you want.
That's why I like doing things ahead of time, because there's no pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just sitting there waiting for you to use them.
Use what?
Whatever you make ahead of time.
Oh, I thought you were oh, this one's not open. So this should be moist. It better be. Yep. His mother asked him if he wanted to do Valentine's. No. And she goes, well, why? She said you could. And he's too old. He's in 4th grade. And then I said, Joey, how about we make something really cool instead of the hardware? And so he did all the embossing on them. Because I didn't want to do them all. But oops. That's all right. Even if I color them right. Well, tomorrow's February 1st. Is it tomorrow Groundhog Day or is it the 2nd?
No, it's not. Is it? No. Is it? February 1st?
I know tomorrow's February 1st, but I don't know when the groundhog looks at himself or whatever. I don't remember.
Thursday. It's Thursday. Those flowers are pretty. Oh, thanks, Katie.
So this is kind of mucky up. Kind of like. So I do have this, what is this? Brass. So I'm going to just stick my finger in it. Just rub it. And probably after these dry a little, I'll probably go over them with a little black. Because you see there's a couple different shades in there. Little bronze. Let's see what this color. Oof, the fumes, I tell you. Ooh.
I have to get up and grab something.
Okay. That one's got a little orange in it. Put a little more orangey in it. Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Looks like a dirty, like a. So that's what I'm doing with Steampunk. Don't be afraid to get your paints out. And yeah, those are cool. Kind of look a little. So do we have any suggestions for another upcoming project? Because we're like tapped out. We need some ideas.
What are we going to do next week?
Tapped out.
On my channel.
What would you guys like to see or do together? Do you want to do something together? Is it 2-part something maybe? Let's see, we'll put it on then. I did until you started making them. Yeah, that's a cool one. So these would be cute. Do it. If I do 3, even if I do half, I shouldn't have to make too many more. Then I might have to. I wonder if I rub my finger over the embossed part. It's not coming out very good. Maybe it's the wax that does that. The wax does it nice, but then I gotta remember there's like 30 of them, so and they're not gonna pay attention. They're not going to say, ooh, look at the wax on it. Honey, throw it away. Yeah, we won't bother with that. Let me see. I'll start a glue one. And this is how my desk gets smaller because I keep adding products and I don't take nothing away because I might need that other product. Ooh, no suggestions yet, Mags.
I know.
Might be on our own.
All right. Well, next week it's on my channel, so it's going to be something quick and easy. The easier, the better. I think it should be kind of like a mass make, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds good. That we could do.
I was trying to think of some of the things we had been thinking about doing before we started going live again, and now of course, that's gone out the window.
Yeah. Organized chaos.
Okay, let's see.
That's how I work my best.
That's too big.
I'm going to have to go on Amazon and order some new waxes and stuff.
Yeah, I haven't opened mine in a while. I hope mine aren't too bad.
Well, see, some of them were empty, so I can't some of them, half full. So the glycerin, I should be able to. Those are cute. And then I'm going to take the white or the rawhide, and kind of just wrap it around for just another texture like that. Those will be cute. I think I need the other half. Yep.
Organized chaos. Yep, that's what it is. Organized chaos.
We're in our own zone. And we've been on an hour and a half already. No way.
We have?
Yep.
Well, that went by fast, huh? That went by fast. Let's see.
Well, Miss Cindy, I haven't been doing it. I got so scared. I got a little iron that Lisa had told me about. And I also got a melting pot. It's electric. So neither one of them I've tried yet because I haven't used the wax. So, because actually I'm really organizing my office downstairs because I want to get my financial taxes, the unfun stuff. I want to get them done. So we're working on that.
Hey, Cindy Lou. Did I say hi to you?
Mm-hmm. We're on fire. Doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't feel like it, does it?
No, yeah, we're squirrely. I'm all over the place.
Good. The good thing is it gets me in the mood for crafting again.
Yes. After I clean my desk before I go to bed.
I want to get that other project done and
What
with that
project? Oh,
grunge,
your
with the
book?
grungy kit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to get that done.
I got 3 projects I got to do for people. Yeah. I got Your Creative Studio. I got their box came yesterday. There was a
Nice.
baking theme. I haven't looked at it yet, but that looks pretty cool.
Oh, somebody else did a video, and I saw what's in the box.
Oh, is
You'll
that?
like it. Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't looked yet. I should do
it's
that
cool.
tomorrow.
It's cool.
Let's see. Just gluing this there. One is a man's journal. What is your man theme? Is it like heart or wilderness? What's the man theme?
Oh, she made 2 journals for her cousins. One's a man's, which was the first. What you use, Cindy? Did you use the Sherlock Holmes kit, maybe? Tracy came out with the Sherlock Holmes kit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a full kit. So, yeah, I like it. I haven't done a masculine journal yet either. I think that's what Laurel's working with now is the.
I don't think, no, I don't know if I can. I know that man.
Well, I don't know if I can either, but I could try. But I mean, every one of my journals has flowers and all that. You can't put that in a men's journal.
Well, if
Can
they're man enough, they're what did they say? My husband used to wear pink shirt. I'm sure enough of my what the heck was I saying? I'm secure enough in my manhood or something to wear pink.
Fabric. Man fabric,
like
boy and men pictures, key charms.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that'd be cool, Diana, a cowboy one.
Oh, yeah. A Yellowstone one.
Do that.
Laurel, did you ever end up watching Wednesday? That was such a good show.
I haven't watched it yet. I hardly ever turn the TV on, though, so.
I'm still watching House.
I loved that show.
I'm almost at the end.
Yeah, I hated when it went off the air.
Yeah.
It was such a good show.
It was. But now I'm getting too many symptoms.
Oh, jeez, no.
Yeah, my arm hurts. I said, oh no, my brain's gonna explode.
Oh no.
Don't take much.
You don't want to do that.
No, I know it.
No.
Okay, 2 down, 28 to go.
Oh, good. Yes, and you post it in the group. A lot of the new members of Sacred Mementos are posting in the group now.
Good.
Some of their work, you know.
Yep.
All right, this is going to end up being more of a cluster than it is a flower. It's okay. I can use clusters too.
Mm-hmm. It's your journal. You can do whatever you want.
Yep.
can't believe.
You're right. A little bit. That's what I was just trying to think of what to put in the middle, something different. A vintage button. Let me see what I have. I need some small one though.
Oh, I had my pottery class the other day.
Oh yeah, how did that go?
It was really fun. I made 3 dishes and a little jar for when I do videos to put stuff in it. So you'll see them. I picked I love cherry blossom flower, so they were little trinket dishes. They were fun. It was fun, but you need
good.
patience because we worked on a dish and now it takes 2 weeks to dry, and then we got to go back and we got to paint it. I said, "Ooh, I don't. This ain't me."
My aunt had a pottery studio when I first got married, and I made things for like the kitchen, and
Yeah,
it was fun
my
though.
son liked it.
But you never went home with anything you just started working on. You had to wait.
Yeah, that's what I don't like.
And then you'd bring it home like 2 weeks, like you said, like 2 weeks later. Oh, that looks good. Okay. Well, thanks for the tip, Katie. Good call. Good call. Okay.
Alrighty, I guess we can wrap it up there, Max.
What?
I'm not
ready
really,
to wrap.
I'm not doing much though. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm
I
gonna
got
have to go.
my flowers done. I'm happy.
See, you got more done than I did.
You got a whole little journal going there.
Oh yeah, that's right. But alrighty, so we don't have any ideas for next week, huh?
No, yeah. Thanks a lot, guys.
We'll have to surprise them.
Yeah, well, we got to think of something different, though. I'll have to
That's
look
the hard
at
part.
more.
That's the
Look
hard
at more.
part.
I haven't really watched that many new videos, but maybe
No, I haven't
somebody
either.
out there has something mass makeable we can do.
Well, the sad part, you got to watch the old videos, actually.
Well, yeah,
Bring something back.
no, that's true. And sometimes the older videos work better.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on that,
right.
Lori.
All right, we're on that. All right, ladies. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yes. Thanks for hanging out the whole time if you did.
Yep. And we'll see you next week on Maggie's channel. And we will try to have something exciting.
Yeah, something different. Yeah, we'll see how exciting it is, but it'll be different. We just don't know how exciting it'll be.
That's true, Katie. We'll batch make something. All righty, ladies. Have a nice night.
Good night, everyone.